Oh, shit. I was trying to hold that shit in. My bad. My apologies. Excuse me. It's legitimate. So the question, the $1 million question would be, why do the police not give a fuck about getting its citizens killed? It's a hell of a question, man. They know more people are gonna die and they fucking have no problem issuing out this fucking domestic terrorism. And then, you know, when everything hits the fan and shit, if it were to ever hit the fan, they can hide comfortably, or they can try and hide comfortably behind the excuse, I was just doing my job. Yeah, I know. No, I was just doing my job. Excuse me, that's legitimate. I was just doing my job. That's the same thing the fucking, that's the same thing the Nazis that fucking put the Jewish people through that torture or whatever. It's probably the same thing those Nazi soldiers said. I was just doing my job. Torturing Jewish people. If that wasn't my job description, I wouldn't have done it. That's basically what your police department would say if they got caught. I was just doing my job. Putting the taxpayers' money to good use by harassing its citizens. Hey, what's going on, Elizabeth? I hope all is well, considering. Yeah, man, it's sad, man, that people are literally forced to pay the tax money. And a portion of it goes to these motherfuckers. Like, you're literally paying for your own harassment. Any targeted individual that pays taxes Me, man, I'm sorry. Sorry to hear about that. Yeah, I man, my hold on. Excuse me, that's legitimate. My hats is off to you, man, because that's some shit I can, like, you guys are like super fucking strong to me. They get that V2K bullshit because, yeah, man, you gotta be strong to be able to take that shit on a daily basis. Um, I know I would have killed somebody by now. That's probably the only thing that would make me kill one of these people. No, well, yeah, that's probably one of the only things that would make me go just out of my way. Like, to just fucking. Because I wouldn't commit suicide. I wouldn't commit suicide. But I wouldn't be able to deal with that. Like, so, saying all that to say, like, you guys are really stronger than you think, man. These people are pieces of shit. And when they actually leave the planet, excuse me, that's legitimate. When they actually leave this planet, you know, they will have hell to pay. Whether it's on, you know, they will meet their punishment, if you will. Karma is real. Karma is very real. And it does hit in different ways. So, these people, they got a lot coming to them. I protested in front of the U.S. government buildings, and the employees all disappeared in front of the building. They know they are evil. Yeah, that's, man, I'm telling, man, they vanish. Excuse me, that's legitimate. They fucking vanish. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear that shit. And then on the top of that, they've been getting away with it so long and probably bragging to their friends about what they're participating in, trying to make themselves look good. Because this is a bunch of fucking, they're a bunch of fucking, they're nobodies and shit. They're like, they might have money, but their money, that's pretty much who they are. Like, they're nobodies other than their money and their status or whatever. So, they go around bragging to their friends and shit about, what level, like, they might be a handler or whatever, because, this does, believe it or not, this does have these people feeling elite. Like, a lot of these goofballs that, they're nobodies, and they psychologically pick these people for that reason. You give a nobody a high position in a job and make them feel like he's important or she's important, you're going to get the most out of that person and shit. All that person wants is a fucking pat on the back a little fucking what do they call it? You know, when you fucking, you know, make somebody feel good and shit. That's all they're fucking to do. They you know, they like so much of that shit in life. Look at this domestic terrorist. They like so much fucking affection, that type of shit in life. Is that, look, here comes one of his little rats. This is one of his little rats, domestic terrorist rats. See his butt sticking out for the police? The police got him sticking his butt out. Look at that. Snitching on themselves, dude. Snitching on their fucking selves. But yeah. These people are nobodies, so you give them a job, a position, and power, and, you know, it's on from there. It's on from there. And they, you know, psychological, like the way they have them, they'll do anything for these people. They just want that pat on the back. Like, we're dealing with the most dangerous fucking terrorists on the planet. Because they're still fucking like little kids and shit. Really just a bunch of kids who missed out on like their, you know. I guarantee you, if you did like some type of research on a lot of these people that they hire to be a part of this program, you know, oh man, the backgrounds would be a motherfucking, man. The backgrounds would be a motherfucking, man. Yeah, you guys are strong, man. Stronger than you think, man. We all are. Don't get me wrong. We all are stronger, but, you know, I'm just saying, like, that V2K shit ain't no joke. And that's something that, you know, I might not experience, but, you know, just thinking about that shit, just fucking imagining having to experience that is like, that's a headache in itself. Look and see him, see the little domestic terrorist, he keeps circling. We saw you the first time. Who you gonna get this time to try and give me some visual harassment, you fucking piece of shit? I know you're watching. I know you're fucking watching, goofball. You don't even deserve a fucking badge. You need to be a fucking security guard or something. Nowhere in the world you should be a fucking cop. A traitor to America. Getting American citizens killed and sweeping it under the rug. It's crazy. You would think after the 14-year-old boy that got killed, like they would settle down with sweeping shit under the rug. You would think. But that just proves it right there. Like, these people don't give a fuck who they kill. You see these cars right here? These aren't fucking just people driving around at night. These are all fucking handlers and shit. Fucking undercover police and military and citizens that think they're fucking spies and shit. Fucking with. I'm not the only one out here they fucking with. For those, because I know there are going to be some people. Why are all those people on the streets just for you? Nah, it's not just for me. They're harassing other people. At the same time, they're sensitizing other people. Like people, people right now, they're getting fucking saturated. A lot of people are getting saturated and marinated in the bullshit because they're really fucking they really have no fucking idea what they have in store. Like, all right, now they're just experiencing a fucking bunch of weird shit that they've never seen before. Some of them might be like, damn, this shit's kind of crazy. Like, it must be fucking spousal abuse season or some shit like that because they keep seeing little arguments and fights. But, pretty soon, somebody's gonna push that bill. Once that bill gets pushed, oh man, they're gonna experience everything we experience. Some of them aren't gonna know what to do. Some of them are gonna kill themselves. Some of them are gonna kill other people. It's like an ongoing program, a forever running program that the police departments around the world fucking have. Like, it's it's crazy, man. Pretty soon it's gonna be generations of targets and shit. There are. You guys gotta excuse me. I'm just kind of venting when I laugh and shit. It's nothing funny about it. It's not a laughing matter, but it's either that, fucking cry, or fucking kill somebody, and I'd rather just fucking laugh. So, yeah, man. There's already generations of us and shit. Like, that's crazy, man. Like our elders, the first generation, man. Fuck. They had to go through some shit. When you're talking about just our elders in this matrix, I'm not talking about like races, like race or anything. I'm talking about targeted individual elders or the very first targeted individual, like are the very first people to fucking kick in the door with the experimentation of how to fucking. It probably starts from the Jews since it's almost like the same way. So it probably starts from like Hitler doing that with the Jews down to fucking them bringing the scientists out here and then having fucking the very first fucking. So in California or United States of America, I would have to say it would be the people who they did the testing on, the volunteers and shit. If you see some of them old fucking blue, whatever that shit is, oh man, Monarch program and all that fucking weird butterfly bullshit where it was fucking, feeding people LSD and not feeding them and sticking them in a room fucking with each other and shit. Like, they literally looked like they turned into demons and shit. Like, they were humans, but what, man, they had them looking like demons, man. Those people were looking like demons. They weren't eating and shit. They tripping out on each. Oh, man. Our government is wicked, man. Our government is wicked as fuck, man. Yeah, I had to, excuse me, it's legitimate. I had to get off of Lily real quick because, they weren't passing out the fucking, I have to switch in between. I'm trying to show you guys that it's legitimate, but it's not. Yeah, the camera is fucked up because I can't even I can't even show you guys that the blunt was legitimate. Like, I can't even. It's crazy. Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah. I'll put the other app on, tomorrow. Shit. I gotta just, I'll be having to switch off and on to do different apps and shit because they fuck with it real bad. Let me see, maybe that. I don't know how that. Let me know if it gets any better, you guys. I'm gonna try and fix it right here. If I can. No, it's not working. Oh, it's good? Cool. What is going on in this country? Have communists or Nazis taken over this place? Yeah. I think it's everything, man. Everything is so fucked up because everything has been written. Like, everything's in the making. Like, something like this is gonna happen. Like, they probably got it planned right now for some even like the pandemic to kick off in like a couple years, or not a couple years, but you know what I'm saying. Like, they know exactly when they want something to hit. It's gonna be. We have a fucked up life, man. Well, I don't want to say we have a fucked up life, but we have a fucked up life, man. The illusion is beauty. The illusion is the beautiful trees, the grass, the birds, the fucking butterflies, and all that shit. That's the veil. But behind that veil is a bunch of truth and reality. And a lot of people ain't ready for that fucking truth or reality. And it's so fucked up. They're so not ready for that truth and reality that they'll even know that that's the situation, but they'll tell themselves that it's not. Like, they'll fucking be in denial about it. Like, they'll know that our fucking government fucking, for instance, fucking blew up its own fucking people in the Twin Towers, but they'll fucking kill you if you try and say that they did. They'll fucking kill you because their fucking pride don't want to let, their fucking, their pride, their fucking stupidity, they're just denial, don't want them to fucking, they rather fucking lie to themselves instead of just fucking own up to the truth. Like, it's not no getting away from the truth. You can't get away from the truth no matter how much you try and fucking shield yourself from it, or fucking try and, it's just, you can't shield yourself from the truth. You can't. That's why if anybody ever holds something blackmail over you, like, don't let them fucking overpower you with some fucking blackmail, because, 9 times out of 10, if they can blackmail you about something, then there's other people that know and that they can blackmail you. Like, you'll fucking live your life being blackmailed by these fucking people. And they can do you like they do these fucking perps, and have you do shit out of your character and make you fucking ride up the street with your butt hanging out like the goofball. Like, the sheriff was just riding side by side with this goofball with his butt sticking out. You know, they'll make you do shit like that. And you know, they'll make sure that you're doing it. Just like that officer was making sure that he was doing it and acting as a form of protection. But, you know, that doesn't mean anything to anybody as far as the protection goes, because ain't nobody going to do nothing to the fucking goofball. So, just saying all that to say, like, never let anybody hang anything over your head. If somebody's had something to fucking blackmail you about, just fucking, you know, take it on the chin, fucking, you know, stick your fucking chest out and tell them to go ahead, fucking do what they gotta do, man. I don't give a fuck who you tell. You could tell fucking anybody in the fucking world. I wouldn't give a fuck. You're not finna play yo-yo with me, motherfucker. You're not finna have me do anything you want me to do at any fucking point in time you want me to do it. You're not finna fucking try and make me pay you no type of money. You're not gonna do anything to fucking remote control me into fucking none of that shit. Just fucking go tell anybody in the fucking world what the fuck you gotta tell them. 'Cause I don't give a fuck. I do not give a fuck. You cannot hang nothing over my head. And that's the best way to be, because I'm telling you right now, I would rather be a target than be one of these fucking goofball ass perps. And 9 times out of 10, most of these police and like most of these perps, they're not, you know, they're not respect. They're looked down upon. Like a lot of these fucking police and shit, they look down on. They call them snitches and all that shit too. Like, oh, if you see how bad, if you see how bad the fucking police do them in jail and shit, the police be calling them rats. Fucking like they probably don't do it in their face, but like when they fucking, you know, when they want to threaten us and shit, like like say it'd be like motherfuckers hella loud in like the pods or the dorms and shit, and the police get mad and shit because they wanted to be quiet time. They'll walk in the dorm and shit, and they'll fucking start yelling and shit. And they'll be like, yeah, if I find out which one of you motherfuckers, we'll throw you in there with the child molesters and the rats and the fucking snitches and shit. Like they're fucking, you know, these people have no type of respect. Like they don't, you know. But who would respect somebody who that fucking turns on their own fucking family members or people that they known for years and shit? And then you look at some of the shit that these people fucking had hanging over their heads and shit. The shit that make them break and shit. And make them fucking start fucking participating in this program, snitching or whatever it is. Like whatever fucking, you know, unnoble thing there is to do. And I'm not saying like regular citizens, it's a difference. But I'm talking about a lot of these fucking street people, a lot of these, you know, quote unquote hood people that consider themselves gangsters and, you know, all that shit. When you look at some of the shit, like fucking 6 months in jail probably, and, you know, just little shit. Like, no time in jail is little, but like, when you sign up for something, man, you just fucking, I don't know, man. Don't sign up for something and then, you know, don't follow through with it, because you're going to have to sign up for something else. Like, you're going to be forced to sign up for something else, and, you know. It's just really bad, man. But I have a feeling that we're gonna get through this shit, man. We'll get through it. A lot of them aren't gonna be getting through it. Let's see. What a lot of people they target don't even have criminal records. Nah, I know, man. I know a lot of people. Well, I've met a lot of targets that don't have no criminal records and shit. Like I got a criminal record, but my record isn't fuck anything that I've ever done. Like serious. I've done time for, and I've never done any fucking. I've never done any fucking. I've never hurt anybody. I've never done no weird shit that that shit that you go to PC for, the protective custody. I'm just your fucking basic fucking person trying to make ends meet, a hustler fucking. I've been locked up for shit, and my shit's all on file. Like everybody who's been locked up is all on file. So you can look me up and you'll see like all my shit is like fucking drug related. Drug related and running from the police, like absconding, like, not reporting. That's all. So I've done time for all my shit. Anything that I, pretty much haven't got caught for, which would probably be like as a kid, like petty thefts and shit like that. You could say I fucking did my time for that shit, but like I've never done anything to fucking warrant me 11 years of this program. I've never done anything to warrant me a year of this program, but let alone 11 years. None of us have. Unless there's some fucking child molesters that are out here targeted or some shit like that, then, but I don't even think they would put no fucking child molester into this program. They utilize child molesters. They love child molesters. Fuck. They love child molesters, perverts, and all that type of shit. They worship those motherfuckers. Especially in California, I don't know. The United States, period. The United States worships its fucking child molesters. It fucking protects them. It fucking protects them. All the halfway houses that were meant for, like parolees to get out and rehabilitate themselves, get jobs, get all that shit. They got rid of all the fucking they got rid of all the programs for the parolees to get jobs and all that shit to reinstate themselves back into the fucking population or society, whatever you want to call it. They get rid of that, and then now you got fucking all those fucking houses are filled up with a bunch of fucking kitty touchers and rapists and all types of fucking weirdos and shit. Like, yeah, man. And now they have jobs. Now they can harass American citizens and shit. I guarantee you look on some of them sex offenders, grab you a sex offender app and just look at the people in your neighborhood. And trust me, there's a lot of fucking sex offenders in here. There's more sex offenders than I would have ever fucking thought. Like, you'll see a bunch of fucking dots everywhere. Blue fucking dots every fucking where. And you be like, damn, man, I didn't even know this many fucking sex offenders existed in life. You got this many in one fucking neighborhood. Like, this shit's crazy. Shit. But you know, some people are like fucking wrongly put on there for like doing shit like pissing in public and shit. You have to, you know, everybody's on there for different reasons and shit, but still, like, you grab one of those sex offenders apps and just look in your neighborhood, you'll see a hell of those fuckers in your neighborhood. And then you'll start paying attention to those faces. A lot of people that fucking harass you will be sex offenders. They can't get no regular fucking job. They can't get no regular job. And this program here, they use anybody. They use fucking anybody, I tell you. From the person with Down syndrome, to the fucking junkie, to the fucking rich kid. You fucking name it, man. They use everybody on you. Every fucking body. Tomorrow I got a fucking protest, man. Hey, what's going on, Tip? You have, okay. She said some faction of U.S. government human trafficking people. Oh, are you talking about SHP? My battery's going there, y'all. I'll have to charge it in a minute. Hey, what's going on, Reverend? Diddlers everywhere. Yeah, they're everywhere, man. They're everywhere. That's for sure.